So I've had some questions about how to use Reverso.net. So I'm just going to create, this quick video. And before I start that, I just want to let you know that task 3, or the video instructions, the instructional video for task 3 is going to be uploaded in a few minutes. Reverso.net, as you know, I am a big fan of. So, and I've found, I believe it was period 4, whoever it was, thank you so much for discovering this for all of us, and it's been pretty cool. Anyway, I'm just showing you that if you translate it, this is the typical translation screen that you will get to when you type in Reverso.net. Oh, lordy. Okay. And it might be set up so that English is on the left-hand side. And for some reason, if you get something that does not look like this, let's see. If it looks like something else that did not look like what I just had, make sure that you are always under the translation tab. At least if you do want to translate. There it is. So again, make sure that it's in Spanish. Well, if you want to translate from Spanish, then make sure you change that to Spanish. Or if you want to start with English, you can either select English here, or you can switch it so English is there. Just make sure that it's English to Spanish or Spanish to English. So let's say we want to translate something from Spanish into English. What we discovered recently is, and this is pretty cool, is that if you need an accent or tilde slash, what's it called? A mustache, then you don't have to figure out how to do it online other than just typing the sentence in, or the word in, make sure that it's in Spanish, and say you need an accent over the O. So just start with the C, go down here, and you will see an accented O. So click on that, and it should show up. There it is. And then I want to ask someone how they're doing. So we do know that that has an accented A. Click that, and there it is. It's a little confusing, right? Because, oh, there it is. How are you? This is a direct translation. Now, if you've done task 3, then you know what I'm talking about. But for now, just know that this is directly translated from that. And for us, this would, of course, be how are you? Now look at this. If I don't put the accent, then it becomes a different phrase. Right? Yeah. So make sure that these accents and these mustaches, they're not just there for any random reason. Just take L, right? Which we know as the pronoun for he. Well, maybe this is a terrible example. There you go. L, we know as the pronoun for he, but it's got to be E with an accent. There it is. And then there it is. We know it as that. But if you take out the accent, then it's a different word entirely. Not sure. Yeah, without the accent, L means the. So if we're referring to the pronoun he, we have to be sure that we're putting an E with an accent. So that's the accented stuff that we discovered recently. So thank you, whoever that was that found it. Awesome, amazing, thank you. Oh, maybe it was Lakaya Perkins. So shout out to Lakaya, period 2. And shout out to everybody because you all are amazing. Anyway, conjugation, reverso.net. So no matter what page you get to on Reverso, you should have the option at the top for what we call, I don't know why it's doing that. Hello. should have an option for conjugation. I'm not going to make it much bigger because I don't want to lose it. So click on that. And this is all here. We're going to switch to Spanish. Right. And then we are going to type in the verb that we are working on. Remember, in Spanish, there are verbs that end in AR, ER, or IR. There's only 3 types of verbs. We are working with the verb tener, which is to have, from in task 3. So we're going to go ahead and conjugate that. I'm not sure what's going on here. It's the end of the day, so I think my computer is just freaking out. Okay, there it is. If you don't know what it means or how to say it, there, you click on that.
Tener.
And I don't know if you will hear that, but there it is. We don't need to know synonyms. We do know that tener is ending with an ER so that it's in the infinitive form, right? It's before it gets conjugated. It's the basic form of it. And here we are dealing with the present tense.
Tengo. Tienes.
Okay. So, okay. Well, what I'm trying to say is that it's really easy to get translations online, no matter where, any place really. You can go Google Translate, Reverso. There's a billion apps. That's fine. I don't really care if you do it. What I do care is that you're delivering the right sentences or translating things correctly. And my goal, because I can't deny the fact that you all have access to the internet. When I was younger, we had to memorize things from the dictionary because we actually had dictionaries. But the world today is very different from when I grew up. So I'm just trying to get you guys, teach you guys how to use these tools that are out there for you in the correct way. And for you to be able to do that, you have to really, really memorize your pronouns. And you have to know if you're talking to someone, talking about someone, and you need to know if you're talking to one person or to more than one person, right? We've talked about singular. That's these top 3, right? And we've talked about plural. And you would think that that would be simple enough. But with the singular, you have él, ella, usted. And those are 3 pronouns, and it's only one way to say it. Tiene, right? Same thing here. Ellos, ellas, ustedes have only one way to conjugate the verb in Spanish. So with Spanish, the pronouns are important, the conjugations are important, and last but not least, the context is important. Now, you could stop here if you want, because this was what I've been talking about in class, the conjugation thing and the translation part, or the translation part. And you can stop here, but before you go, this is very important for me to show to you guys, and hopefully, I didn't think about doing this, but I will try to make it short. I'm going to type tien. So let's go back to the conjugation part. Let's pick the corrected tener from English or from Spanish. Before this freaks out, let's pick the last thing right there. Tienen, right? Now, context is important because look, we don't know what the pronoun is in English. And I don't know if you remember, but there are 3 pronouns in English or in Spanish, that share this conjugated form of the verb. For example, ellos tienen turns into they have, right? But we need to know that ellos is either a group of guys or a group of guys and girls, okay? And if we take this, again, with the same conjugation for tener, again, it's they have, right? But you need to know that we are talking about just a group of girls, okay? Because otherwise, if you do just, I don't know how to explain this. If you just went with the English definition, right? You have no idea if you're talking to a group of girls or a group of guys or something, some other form, some mix of these 2 genders. in Spanish, it's very precise. It's very specific as to gender, formal versus informal. These things are very important. Last but not least, right? We were talking about ellos and ellas tienen. They have. The guys, girls are mixed group. Now, if we take the last pronoun that also has this conjugated form, ustedes, look how it is now you have. So this one thing, this one conjugated form of tener, to have, has three different meanings. It's either they have, a bunch of guys or a mixed group. They have again, but a group of girls, or it's you have, but this is you have in the formal way. And this is going to blow your brain, and this is such a headache in language learning. Ustedes also is the informal way in Latin America, versus in Spain, which is the Spanish that I'm working with you guys on. Ustedes tienen is simply formal, you all have. Whereas we've learned in my class that there's another way to say y'all have, and that's a different what's it called? Conjugation entirely. All right, that's it for now. As always, give me a call, or not give me a call, send me an email or ask me a question whenever you need an answer. All right, hope you guys are doing well. Sorry that was kind of all over the place, but my friend is now calling me, so I'll talk to you guys soon.